Yeah. So it says the Indian civil service gradually developed into one of the most powerful civil services. Okay. Dash, though these qualities obviously served British and not Indian interests. Okay. So it's saying that the Indian civil services gradually developed into one of the most powerful services. So we'll probably start with why Indian civil services gradually became that powerful entity. Okay. So obviously it's not going to start with independence, integration, integrity and hard work, and often participated in the marking in the making of policy and developed a certain tradition of powers. Okay. So Indian civil services gradually developed into one of the most powerful civil services. Its members exercised vast power that is very likely to start with an S, then and often participated in the making of policy. What is the making of policy? Okay. Making of policy means making of rules and regulations. Okay. And then and developed a certain tradition of independence, integrity, and hard work, though these qualities obviously served British and not the Indian interests. Okay, so what do you guys think is the correct answer for this one? Quickly write it in the chat. For all those of you, the video is lagging, you need to keep it in the live mode. Okay, if you look at any other one, okay, the Indian civil services gradually developed into one of the most powerful civil services. Okay, then we have to write the reasons. Okay, we'll start with the reasons. So what could be the reasons? Then the reasons has been explained with its members exercised vast powers. Okay, if you read the second one, and often participated in the making of policy, it cannot start with this, and developed a certain tradition of, it cannot start with and again, independence, integrity and hard work, and developed a certain tradition of, its members exercise this its vast power. So obviously this is also logically not correct. When you write it this way, sqrp SQRP, the Indian civil service gradually developed into one of the most powerful civil services. Its members exercised vast power and often participated in the making of policy and developed a certain tradition of independence, integrity, and hard work. Though these qualities, what are these qualities? These qualities of independence, integrity, and hard work, right? So this is what exactly we are talking about over here. So the first question, the answer for the first question is 1. I hope it was an easy one. Let's get to the another one. Again, the rearrangement of sentences. The decomposers dash into the soil, air, and water. Okay, sorry. The decomposers, probably it should start with help in decomposing the. Okay, so there is one clue that it can start with P. So what are the options with P? 2 and 4. Now let's focus on these two. The decomposers help in decomposing the. Okay, the, then are dead bodies of plants and animals. So one thing is pretty sure that P has to be followed by R. Okay, so over here in the option number 4, this is not given. So let's delve deeper into option number 2. The decomposers help in decomposing the dead bodies of plants and animals, and hence help to clean the environment and put back the various useful elements where into soil, air, and water. Okay, so the most logical and the coherent arrangement of sentences we get with the second option over here, PRQS. Okay, you always have to do what? Bob and weave. Okay, bob and weave. Okay, right. the decomposers, then you have to explain what do you mean by decomposers. Okay, help in decomposing the, then obviously it has to start with P, then your first and the third option gone on to a toss, and then decomposing the, and help, and hence help the clean the environment. So that sounds very logical, that's why we cut this answer as well. Okay, so for the second question the answer is 2. Thick glass, thick glass dash glass requires personal attention. Thick glass of the home bottle cutters, which are available, in many large stores, but any fine. Okay, so it's pretty sure which are available in many large stores. Q and R are in series, so Q has to follow with R, right? Okay, where and all we have got QR following, over here we have got, have we got QR following over here? No, we haven't got followed Q and R over here as well, and over here as well, right? So let's focus on the first one. Thick glass may be cut with one of the home bottle cutters, which are available in many large stores, but any fine glass requires personal attention. Okay, so logically option 1 follows for this one. Okay, very easy ones. If you think about this, even in the exams, this is the easiest one to get done with it. Okay, let's try to finish off. Yep, question number 3, answer is 1, absolutely correct. Yes, Vignesh. Dash farmers have used a variety of methods to protect their crops from pests and disease. They have put herb waste, herb based poisons on crops, handpicked insects of plants, bred strong varieties of crops, and rotated crops to dash insects. Now, almost all farmers, especially in the developed country, dash on chemicals to control pests. Okay, so one thing is pretty much clear that in this particular paragraph, we are talking about farming, and in that, we are talking about how exactly the pest control measures are being, taken care of, right? So, will you put mainly? No, that's the wrong uses. Fanatically means being mad. Okay, fanatically, right? So over here, occasionally means time to time. That is also, it sounds like some probable uses, but when you read the other ones, you will realize that this is also not the right uses. Traditionally, that means since so long time. Okay, farmers have used a variety of methods to protect their crops from pests and diseases. Okay, so for the fourth, the answer is third. Yes, Diksha, absolutely correct. Okay, so the for X we had traditionally farmers have used a variety of methods to protect their crops from pests and diseases. They have put herb waste poisons on crops, handpicked insects of plants, bred strong varieties of crops, and rotated crops to what? To breed insects? No. To heed? Heed means to pay attention. No. Maintain insects? No. To control insects. Right? That's the obvious logic answer to the question number 5. To control insects, now almost all farmers, especially in developed countries, what? Based on chemicals to control pests. What do you mean by based on chemical to control pests? No. Rely on, they can't lie on, lay on. Okay. Perceive on. You guys are studying PPDT, right? Yes, absolutely, Diksha, that's correct. Rely. Rely means you are reposing faith in that. Okay. You're reposing faith on chemicals to control the pests. Okay. The dinner complained that the meal was too dash to consume. What do you mean by wobble? Okay. If it was pure to consume, then why would you complain? Right? If it was delicious, that means tasty, then why would you complain? Okay. Wobble. Wobble means, something which is, to move haphazardly, right? To move haphazardly. Okay. Wobbling. Okay. Like, a child, when the child gets birth, it kinds of wobble, it wobble. Okay. Like it cannot move properly. Okay. So wobble is associated with movement. Okay. So that is also not the correct one. Brackish. Yes, Devanathan, correct. The answer to this one is correct. Seven. Third one, brackish means salty. Okay, brackish means salty. Right. So for the seven, the answer is the third one. He returned to the castle, stopping at the sound of. Sound of what? Stopping to the sound of. Do you stop to the sound of calm? No. Do you stop to the sound of peace? No, we don't stop to the sound of quiet also. We stop to the sound of commotion. Okay. Commotion, sound of commotion from the direction of the forest. Okay. Commotion means something happening. Okay. Some unorganized noise, chatter, something happening. Okay. Let's say you are in the forest and somebody is, talking over there, chattering about there. Okay. So it's like commotion. Okay. In Hindi, we call it afra tafri. Okay. So that's what we mean by this. So the correct answer for question number 8 is 2. Absolutely, Sanjana, Devnathan, Diksha, absolutely correct. Right. Alcohol de-addiction centers try to dash behavioral changes in the lifestyle of addicts by keeping them busy in various activities. It's pretty much sure that we are talking about something good. Okay. Alcohol de-addiction centers try to bring out, okay, bring out, bring in, okay, bring out, bring in. Okay. The meaning of this is same, it means start. Okay, so we can't have bring in and bring out. Okay, it can't be the correct answer over here. Bring about means to develop. Okay, bring about means to develop. Okay, alcohol de-addiction centers try to develop behavioral changes in the lifestyle of addicts by keeping them busy with various activities. Okay, bring off, bring off is also not the correct usage over here. Okay, you guys can check the meaning of bring off. What is the meaning of bring off? Okay, what is the meaning of bring off? Okay, yeah, bring off means to achieve something, right? Bring off means to achieve, right? So the usage, these three are not the correct usage over here. The correct usage for this question is bring about. Okay, bring about means to cause, create, produce, give or rise to. If I'm wrong, please let me know, I'll correct it. This was a tricky one. This was the only question that we have come across that is a tricky one, right? Right. Bring in and bring out. Okay, bring in and bring out. Okay, the meaning of these two particular words is also to start and also to launch. Okay, you know, let's say Motorola brought out a new version of its phone. Okay, he brought in somebody, let's say, Anu brought in her friend to her home. Okay, bring about means to develop. Okay, bring about means to develop, and it also means cause, create, produce, and all that stuff. Okay, so the correct answer for question number 9 is 1. Okay, in the exam scenario, if you were confused with this particular one, you could have leave this one. Okay, even I had to refer my dictionary over here. Colossal. Okay, they have asked what is the opposite meaning of the word. Please always be careful to read this one. What they have they asked the opposite meaning or the same meaning? This is exactly where many of the aspirants do the silly mistake. Okay, colossal means huge. Okay, big, magnificent. Okay, these are the meaning of colossal. Okay, so it cannot be small, it cannot be opaque. Opaque means what? Okay, something with which you can't look the other side. Okay, for example, my laptop, my PC is an opaque stuff. Okay, it cannot be dark. Okay, yeah, you see we have made another mistake over here. Colossal means huge, so the opposite of which will be what? Yes, Devnathan, small. Okay, the answer to this question will be small. Okay, for all those of you, if the videos are lacking, you need to ensure that you are at the live mode. Okay, right? Again, they have asked the opposite meaning of intrinsic. Intrinsic means what? Something which is the innate. Okay, innate. Okay, right? Let us say let us say I call banana. Okay, banana, right? So banana tastes sweet. Okay, this sweetness of banana is the intrinsic quality of that particular fruit. Okay, so intrinsic means something somebody is maybe born with. Okay, as far as in the connotation of human being, I don't subscribe to the fact that anybody is born with any particular quality. Let's say even the the leadership quality per se, I strongly believe that it can be developed rather than somebody being born with it. Okay, somebody being innate with it, somebody is possessing this quality in an intrinsic kind of stuff, right? So 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 the obvious opposite meaning of this will be acquired, that you have developed. Extravagant. Okay, how can it be extravagant? Recently the Ambani family's wedding happened, that was extravagant. Okay, benefit also not intensive. We are all gathering over here for intensive PYQ preparation. Okay, something which is being done with a lot of force, with a lot of um, enthusiasm, something like that. That is called intensive, right? Choose the best alternative for which meaning of the given word. Meaning of the given word means what? They are asking what? Synonym. Okay, synonym. Proponent. Proponent means what? Somebody who is a supporter. Okay, someone who is a supporter. Okay, let's say some XYZ king or queen was a very good supporter. Okay, yes, Diksha, absolutely correct. Okay, somebody who is a proponent, who talks good about you. Okay, who tells yes, you can do it, this is the good thing that you are doing it, please do it, and all that stuff. Okay, so in the olden times, the kings and queens, they used to be very how to say that. Okay, they used to be very very choosy kind. Okay, so they used to promote art and craft, they used to promote literature. Even that was the case during the Mughal emperor as well, and that was very much proponent during the Ashoka's time as well. Okay, so but please refer back to history properly before accepting whatever I'm saying over here. Okay, so the meaning of proponent is supporting. Okay, it cannot be opponent, that's the opposite of that. Passive means lukewarm. Okay, passive means lukewarm. Okay, so obviously it cannot be the answer over here. Bestow. Bestow means gifted. Okay, endowed, right? Okay, let's say if I call to someone. Did you leave your keys out? No man, I have the keys with me. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. So bestow is something you are endowed with. Okay, let's say some XYZ person. Okay, all of you are beautiful, obviously, right? So all of you are bestowed with a lot of beauty in you. Okay, so that is also not the correct answer in the context of this particular question. Okay, let's try to finish off this one quickly. English. Okay, howl over the coal. Okay, now you don't know. Now you don't know actually what is the meaning of this idiom. Okay, howl over the coals. Howl means what? Howl means what? To who howls? Wolf. Wolf howls, right? Wolf howls, right? and they howl over the coals. Okay, over the coals, right? So if you are shouting over the coals, then how can you shout over the coals? Just try to think. Just try to howl over the coals. Okay, you are probably expressing your anger, right? You are probably expressing your anger towards something, someone. To barter means to exchange hands, no. To pretend means to, to show off, to show something that is not true. That is also cannot be the correct one. If you are howling, okay, you are expressing your anger, that means you are probably scolding someone. Okay, you are, in Tamil we say titna. Okay, you are titting on someone, that hey, why are you doing like that, come on. Okay, in a more intense way, right? So question number 13, the answer is 1. Obviously you guys are getting correct. Yeah. In the following question, a sentence or a phrase is given which can be substituted by one word. Choose the most appropriate word explaining the sentence or the phrase from the given option. A divine force that some people believe controls our life and in a way that protects us is called what? Okay, it's called metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy. Okay, something beyond philosophy. There is basically three branches in philosophy. Okay, epistemology, metaphysics, and ethics. Okay, in ethics we learn about what is right, what is wrong. Okay, in metaphysics, beyond physics, anything, something which is not explainable by physics, like for example, what happens after death. Okay, what is the end point of universe. Okay, so these stuffs are not explainable in by physics. Okay, metaphysics. And epistemology is called the theory of knowledge. How do we know things? Okay, there are like 8 Indian systems of philosophy, and western, like so many western systems of philosophy, they teach you how do you know things, right? That is called epistemology. But yeah, let's come back to the question. Let's come back to the question. Okay, metaphysics is not the right answer. Spiritual, it does sound good, it does sound very close to it, but spiritual, it cannot really, be related to gods only, in a sense that, you are reposing the control on somebody else or something else, right? On some external entity. Spiritual can be innate. Okay, your own spiritual, bent of joining the defense forces, right? This is your spiritual, connotation that you have inside your heart and soul, right? So this cannot be correct. Universal means something which is present everywhere. Okay, which is applicable everywhere. What did I tell you in the last one? Also I told you ubiquitous. Okay, ubiquitous. Okay, omnipresent. Omnipresent. Okay, in Hindi we tell like kan kan mein shiv hai. Okay, today there is like, the Shravan month is starting, so from today onwards, people worship Lord Shiva, and people go to, pretty long distances to meet him in their abodes. The 12 Jyotirlingas, they are the very famous ones. Okay, one you got it in your Rameshwarams as well. Okay, so the correct answer to this question is providence. Okay, by reading this word itself, do you guys feel the weight of this word providence? Okay, providence. Say it from your mouth. Providence. You feel the weight in it. Okay, so providence means that some divine entity which controls our life. Okay, and they protect us, like guardian angel. Okay, likewise. So the correct answer to this 14 is providence. Take time by the forelock. Okay, what is the meaning of to take time by the forelock? Okay, to take time by the forelock, if you try to imagine this particular one. Yes, 15th one. Vignesh Naran, extravagant was not the right answer for that previous one. I think I moved on to the next question. Okay. Take time by the forelock. Okay. Take time by the forelock means if you just try to imagine this idiom. Okay. So you are taking time and you are taking time, you know, by the forelock. Like, yeah, now this is my time, something like that. Okay, if you are taking time, then it cannot be revenge. Okay, if you are taking time by the forelock, it cannot be the granted. You cannot be the late because you are taking the time by the forelock, right? You are locking it. Now this is my time to crack AFCAT exam. Likewise, okay. So the correct answer to this question is to seize an opportunity. Okay, you guys are seizing the opportunity to crack AFCAT to 2024 examination. Okay, all the best for your recommendation well in advance. Right, you must dash to the rules followed by our company. Okay, okay, obey to the rules. Obey to the rules. No, even though this word might seem to be correct. Okay, but that's not the right uses. We do not obey to the rules. Okay, we adhere to the rules. Yes, absolutely, Diksha is right. Two is the correct answer. You must out to the rules followed by our company. What do you mean? The meaning of out to, the meaning of out to is same as should. Okay, you must should the rules followed by the company, right? So it's such an idiotic meaning. So out is also not the correct. You must pursue, not pursue to. The usage of preparation over here with pursue is wrong. So the correct answer for question number 16 is to adhere. Okay. I will move to the next one. Now we have to uh, fill in the idioms. An honest person lives by a sight for the sore eye. A sight for the sore eye means what? Something which you wanted to see since very long and finally you saw it. Okay, right? A very long distant friend who has finally come to see you. So that was a sight for the sore eye. Okay, long arm of the law. Okay, long arm of the law. All those of you know Hindi, कानून के हाथ लंबे हैं. ठीक है, long arm of the law. Okay, nobody is beyond the law. Okay, foot in the mouth. Foot in the mouth means an awkward situation. Okay, just try taking your foot in the mouth. It's such an idiotic stuff, right? Okay, like, what are you doing, man? Are you an ilichavaya, something like that? Okay, so you cannot have foot in the mouth. An honest person lives by the sweat of one's brows. Okay, over here, an honest person lives by the blood and sweat of himself or herself. Okay, so the correct answer for 17 is 1. How many of you got it right? Let me know. So let's move on to the next one, guys. Okay, fill in the blank with the most appropriate word. Okay, a light breeze. Okay, a light breeze. I want you guys to answer this question number 18. Okay, a light breeze gave up. Gave up means to relinquish, to abandon. So obviously this is not correct. Question number 18. What do you guys think? I want an answer. Okay, reeled up, that's also not the right word, right usage. Now you guys tell me, out of these 3 and 4, a light breeze enraged the forest fire and made it more dangerous, or a light breeze fanned the forest fire and made it more dangerous. Okay, anybody else? Diksha and Devanathan, good attempt. Okay, good attempt. So enraged is not the right answer. Enraged means to anger. Okay, enraged means to anger. Okay, so enraged is not the right usage. Fanned. Okay, fanned the fire. Okay, have you guys ever seen the fire somewhere burning, and when you fan it, it starts to burn with a lot more intensity. Okay, enraged, the meaning of enraged is to anger, right? So that is not the correct answer. The correct answer to this question is fanned. Okay, fanned means fueled, something of that sort. Okay, so question number 18, the correct answer is fanned, guys, and not enraged. Okay, choose the best one which expresses the meaning of the given word. Which one expresses the meaning of the given word? Precarious. Precarious means dicey. Okay, dicey, or not so certain. Okay, now you know what is the answer to this. Not so certain, right? So precarious, the opposite of that is certain, but they have asked for the meaning of that. Perfect cannot be the answer. Yes, absolutely. Diksha, Vignesh Narayana, correct. Okay. Uncertain, precarious situation. Okay. That's an uncertain situation. You are at the dicey situation. If you are not prepared for the examination, you are at the dicey situation. Perpetual means something which is endless. Okay. Infinity. That is called perpetuity. Okay. Never ending stuff is called perpetual. So the correct answer for question number 19 is uncertain. In a gender, okay, in gender, what is the opposite of the meaning in a gender? Okay, what is the meaning of in gender? Yes, Danush, that's the correct one. Okay, the meaning of in gender is to give rise to. Okay, give rise to. No, no, you, I think Diksha, you need to get it correct. Okay, opposite meaning of the given word. Okay, in gender means to give rise to. Okay, and cows, right? In gender means to cows. Okay, so you have to find out the opposite of that. So cows is just opposite of that. Okay, subdue, yes, in a sense is correct. Okay, subdue means to forcefully to get someone down, that sort of stuff. Okay, so like this. Okay, both 2 and 4 seems to be the right answer, restraint or subdue. But the more specific usage of subdue I have generally seen in geography. Okay, wherein the plates get subdued. There, whenever there is, when we talk about subdue, there is one and there is another one. Okay, one is over and another one is the under. Okay, so in that sense we will not go ahead with subdue. Okay, but I do understand with what meaning you said this. You are almost correct, but the actually correct is restraint. Okay, restraint. Okay, in gender means to give rise to it. Okay, and when we talk about restraint is to stop it. Okay, when you are stopping it, it need not be somebody over another. Okay, like I'm subduing somebody else's progress. Okay, so I'm perceiving myself at the higher position, and I'm forcing somebody else to the lower position. Okay, so in that sense, subdue, will check this one. Okay, and we'll go ahead with restraint one. But you guys were absolutely close. This was a dicey one, I must accept that. Yeah. Route, what do you mean by route? Okay, the best one which expresses the meaning. Okay, route, what do you mean by route? Okay, route means, even if it's a debate, it cannot be a discussion. Okay, ending, no. Route means a decisive loss. Okay, decisive loss. Route means you have been defeated. Okay, defeated. Okay, apologies about this. Okay, and route means what? Like, uh, when the armies, they lose the war. Okay, after they losing the war, they retreat. Okay, they retreat haphazardly here and there. Okay, so that is called rout. Okay, let us say, in a war, India, routed Pakistan. Okay, meaning what? Means we defeated them so decisively that their forces had to retreat. Okay, haphazardly here and there, something like that. Okay, so debate is also not the correct answer. The correct answer to 21st one is defeat. Yes, absolutely correct. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, choose the pair from the given option, the pair of words that best express the relationship like the original pair. Okay, shame is to honor. That means we are obviously talking about the opposite of that. Okay, right. Daring and courageous. Shame is to honor. That's we are talking opposite of that. Okay, then daring and courageous, the meaning is same, so that is wrong. Okay, cautious, cautious means you are taking it easy, you are very vigilant. Okay, hasty means you are doing it, in a haste, right? Kind of money haste, like quickly getting things done here and there, and maybe haphazardly, but the whole point of meaning of hasty is that to get things done as quickly as possible. Okay, hypocrisy. Hypocrisy means to put our own ideal higher than the others. Okay, right? Okay, so this is called hypocrisy. And deception. Hypocrisy and deception, the meaning is almost similar but not the same. Deception is to lie, cheat, something of that sort of negative word. So almost the meaning is same. Humility and resignation. Okay, humility means someone say, no, you see how his commander says such a humiliating personality. Okay, like he's just so simple personality, right? Like Mahatma Gandhi. I mean, sorry, commander says not Mahatma Gandhi, I know. Okay, but like someone very simple in their attire, in their way, in their gait. Okay, gait, gait. Okay, so read about this word. Okay, in their functioning. Okay, so that is also not the correct one. The correct answer, the obviously opposite ones, is cautious, the opposite of which will be haste. Okay, so 22nd, the answer is third one. Now let's start with a few of the error correction questions, guys. Okay, error correction, guys. Okay, if I am the principal of the school, I would make co-curricular activity compulsory for each student. Okay, if I were, if I were the principal of the school, I would make co-curricular activities compulsory for each student. 24, very classical one. Very classical one. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. If I am, okay, if I were, okay, if I were, okay, because over here the usage is of would. That is why over here you are supposed to have were. Okay, so the answer will be first option. Yes, absolutely, I were. Okay, my senior asked me whether I was interested to joining the group for the skit. What do you think about this one? My senior asked me whether I was interested to joining. Over here, the usage of preposition is wrong. Interested in joining the group for the skit. So 25, the answer is C. Okay, there is a wrong usage of preposition and we are supposed to have in over there. The judge was referring to the two post-mortem reports that was reviewed by a team of forensic experts. Okay, question number 26, write down 26 and the number. Okay, question number 26, guys, what do you think the where exactly is the error? Okay, the judge was, the judge was, yep, absolutely. The judge was referring to the post-mortem reports. Okay, it's a plural stuff. Okay, and now over here we have used a singular. We are supposed to have where. Okay, that were, that were. Okay, not where, were. Okay, W-E-R-E, were is the pronunciation. Sorry about that. Okay, I have been taught like that. Okay, that were reviewed by a team of forensic experts. So the answer to this question is 26C. All right, let's get started with this passage then. Okay, right? Let's get started with this passage. Okay, fine. Although interaction between humans and wild animals, okay, before starting the passages and all, okay, there is certain stuff that I wanted to tell you. Please read the questions first. Which word mentioned in the passage can replace the description, the art of speaking or writing effectively, rhetoric, reinforcing, ideographic, kinship. Okay, right? So now, okay, this is one question, and the another one, connections are powerful because dash, connections are powerful because dash. And then we have the next question, the strong emotional connections are transmitted through, the strong emotional connections transmitted through. Okay, and which one of the following is implied by perception of communion and mutual exchange become articulated through rhetoric of friendship and kinship. Okay, now let's go back. There are like four questions in the passage. Okay, four question means the bounty is 12 marks. Okay, although interaction between humans and wild animals have been explored in the literature, their literature that has been explored, the mechanism for how such experiences influence well-being is an area needing further examination. Despite ideographic differences between narratives, despite ideographic differences between the narratives, a common theme of relationships and connectedness between participants and non-human animals emerged. Okay, right? Let's read it. Okay, I know this passage can be a little tricky to understand. The expression of this indicates that human dolphin experiences fulfill aspects of human needs of connection and relationship. Okay, right? The the kind of relationship that we have with dolphin, they seem to fulfill the human aspect of needing connection and relationship. This is what they are trying to say. And that of experiences promote well-being, and this experience promote well-being and environmental behaviors. This is contextualized within an ongoing nature relationship, and the importance of a lifelong connection with wild to ensure that humans see themselves as part of natural world. Okay, I know it is very dicey till now. Even I did not get this in the first reading. It's completely okay, right? Just hang on and just enjoy, okay, the show. The narratives reported here describe strong emotional connection transmitted through both tangible and perceived contact with dolphins, which translate into positive sense of emotions and well-being. Okay, in a sense we are talking about the relationship between humans and animals, and they have given the example of how the human and the relationship between human and dolphin translates into well-being. Okay, it can also lead to well-being. This is what they are claiming over here. Okay, right. The connection described are powerful. Okay, perceptions of communion means what do you mean by communion? Communion means, let's say somebody gets married, that's a communion. Okay, joining. Okay, human beings coming together with the dolphins, that's a communion. Okay, that's a nature human being relationship. And mutual exchange become articulated through the rhetoric of articulated through the rhetoric, let me highlight this word. Okay, articulated through the rhetoric of friendship and kinship. Importantly, it appears that dolphin encounters are signifiers of wider relationship both with nature and people. In this case, participants are reinforcing established habits of the nature connectedness, habits reflecting lifelong involvement with non human animals. They are just confusing you with all this, gobbledygook, bombastic words and sentences, right? The entire meaning of this passage, in this passage, the author or whomsoever has written this, technical sounding passage or the paragraph, it talks about the uh, relationship of human beings with nature and how it promotes, it facilitates the well-being, okay, and also it fulfills the human's need of having connection and relationship, okay. We all want to feel one. We all want to feel one with, let's say, Willie and Forges Academy. Okay, we all have a sense of community. We all have a sense of relationship amongst yourself. You'll be having of that friendship, and this is what is being told, that this particular stuff can also be, very, this emotional bonding can also be strong between humans and animals as well. Okay, so now let's get on to the question, which word mentions in the passage can replace the description, the art of speaking or writing effectively. Okay. So over here, if you read it, perception of communion and mutual exchange become articulated through articulated through rhetoric of friendship and kinship. Okay, rhetoric means what? Okay, rhetoric means what? To convey, okay, to convey yourself, okay, in a very forceful manner, in a very emphatic manner, okay. Let's say somebody who is having 100% attendance, they are conveying their commitment to the cause in a rhetoric manner through their action, through their presence, okay. The literal meaning of rhetoric is the art of effective persuasion, okay, persuasive writing and speaking. Specifically, it's about the speech and it's about the writings, okay. It's about the way of expression. So the correct answer to this particular question will be rhetoric, okay, not reinforcing. Reinforcing means what? Okay, reinforcing means to to fit something in your mind, okay, permanently, right? So reinforcing is not the right one. Ideographic, okay, ideographic is, the um it's about the study of particular scientific facts and figures, right? Okay, there is a ideographic means the study of particular scientific facts and figures which are generally not found out to be true. For example, if I say lion is a wild animal, okay, so if you go in front of the lion, that will eat you, right? They will kill you, the lion will kill you, okay. But there are cases when the lions are tamed. Lions are the tamed animals in many of the people's home, right? So that is called your ideographic, okay, which is commonly not true, but you see some sort of strange behavior, right? Okay, like some sort of symbiosis, animals coexisting, right, instead of competing, right? Kinship means friendship, brotherhood. So that's also not correct. The correct answer for this one is rhetoric, right? Connections are powerful because the next one, connections are powerful because humans see themselves as a part of the natural world, a mechanism for how such experiences influence well-being in the area, okay. Communion and mutual exchange becomes articulated through rhetoric of friendship and kinship, okay. Now we read rhetoric somewhere, okay. Over here, read this. This connection describes how powerful, okay, perceptions of communion and mutual exchange become articulated through the rhetoric of friendship and kinship, okay. So we have, the answer is given over here as it is. We are not supposed to deviate from what is given in the passage, okay. Of lifelong involvement with non-human animals started an started at an early stage. In nowhere the passage they have mentioned at the early stage. Okay, humans see themselves as the part of the natural world. Yes, we have talked about this particular stuff. It's not that we haven't talked about it, but in relation to the question wherein we are talking about these connections which are powerful and which are being expressed through this rhetoric of friendship and kinship. Okay, right? What did I tell you? The rhetoric. Somebody shows something in a lot of emotions in a very convincing manner to you that yes, it is, this is it. Okay. So when you go out for your AFSB and SSB, so you show to them that yes, you are meant for it. So that's your rhetoric. Okay. That's a powerful projection of yourself that see, look, sir, I'm worthy for this and I want this. Right. So the correct answer for this 28th is third one, as it is given in the passage. These strong emotional connections are transmitted through dash. Okay, reinforcing established habits of nature. Okay, contextualizing within an ongoing nature relationship, tangible and perceived contexts with dolphins, ideographic differences. Okay, now this is a little tricky one. The strong emotion connections are transmitted through. Where did we read this one? Okay, the expression of this indicates that experienceful, this contextualized within an ongoing. Yeah, over here. Okay, let's read this one. The expression of this indicates that human dolphin experiences fulfill aspects of human need for connection and relationship. Okay, and that experiences promote well-being and environmental behaviors. Okay, this connection of human and nature also promotes well-being, right? This is contextualized. Okay, this is contextualized means this is referred, underlined, okay, implied. This is contextualized within an ongoing nature relationship and the importance of a lifelong connection with wildlife to ensure that humans see themselves as, right, as part of nature world. Okay, so the correct answer over here is to, the strong emotional connections are transmitted through contextualization within an ongoing nature relationship. Okay, over here we are not ideographic differences. Yes, there are, we have talked about ideographic differences, but this topic has been explored in very subtle manner, not so elaborated manner. In the whole passage we are talking about the relationship between the human and animal and how exactly it promotes the, you know, the even the well-being of and it also fulfills the emotional needs of humans as well. Okay, tangible and perceived contacts with dolphins. Look, dolphins, they have just taken an example, an illustration, right? So this example cannot be given as the answer. Reinforcing established habits of nature. Reinforcing established habits of nature means what? A lion will eat a man, but what we are seeing the ideographic differences. Okay, a lion being friendly with a man. Okay, so this is the opposite of whatever is being talked over here in the passage, right? So the correct answer to 29 will be 2. I hope you guys are getting it. 29 3 tangible and 27 1. Okay, 27, no. Okay, 27. Yeah, 27 is correct. 28 you skip. 29 is contextualization within an ongoing nature relationship. Okay, maybe I think tangible and perceived contact with a dolphin. Diksha, I think you need to correct it because this is just an illustration, right? Just an illustration, and that's why we cannot go ahead with this, right? Let's do this one. Which one of the following is implied by perception of communion? Okay. Perception of communion means perception of that jointness, okay, and mutual exchange become articulated through rhetoric of friendship and kinship, okay. The relationship between dolphins and people are regarded as sharing and exchanging thoughts effectively through antipathy and agony. What do you mean by antipathy? Antipathy is a very negative word. Okay, if we are antipathic towards dolphin, how would they cooperate with us? Okay, it's a deep-seated feeling of aversion, hate. Okay, it cannot be empathetic. Agony means pain. Okay, this is obviously wrong. The relationship between dolphins and people become communicative with the help of effective persuasion of trust and sympathy. Yeah, hold on. Okay, could be true. If we don't find any better answer than this, the relationship between dolphins and peoples are regarded as non-communicative and cannot be trustworthy. Again, a negative connotation. Okay, again a negative connotation, cannot be trustworthy. We're just talking the very diametrically opposite pole. This is damn sure incorrect. The relationship between dolphins and peoples are regarded as sharing and exchanging perception. I mean, even within humans, do we share and exchange perception? Do I do I share my perception with let's say Devnathan? See, and do I share my perception with somebody? What is perception? Is your thinking? Is your thought? Nobody is exchanging their perception, right? It's such an idiotic stuff. Exchanging perception will effectively be exchanged through hostility and trust. What is hostility? Right? That is also again a negative word, so this is also not the right one. 30th answer is 2. Diksha, yeah, you are absolutely correct. Okay. Yeah, guys, with this we are done with English. I hope when you guys do it by yourself, you do it in a much quicker fashion, right? I hope you are all geared up for maths now. Yeah. What do you guys think? 14 of you, what do you guys think of this one? What is the LCM and HCF of AB square and A square B? AB square means A into B. A square B means A into B. Right? Okay. So whenever we have to find out HCF, okay, whenever we have to find out HCF, we just write down only the common ones. What are the commons? A and A is common. Write down. We are finding HCF. Okay, so write down A. Right now, what is common? B and B is common. So write down B. Now, over here, B and over here, are they common? No, they are not common. That's it. HCF is this much. LCM. You write down whatever is common. A is common, B is common, and you write down whichever is not common as well. Again, A is not common and B is not common. That means A square, B square. Okay. So the HCF is AB and LCM is A square, B square. The correct answer is 2. But hold on, we are not done with this question yet. Okay. Now, can we simply assume, let's say A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2? Can we assume something like that? Right. Let's assume what happens. Let's see. That means P is equal to AB square. A into B square is 4. That means P is equal to 4. And Q is how much? A square B. Right. A square means 1. B means 2. That means 2. What is the LCM? What is the LCM of these two? LCM of these two is how much? Lowest common multiplication is 4. HCF is how much? Is 2. Now you see which one will give you HCF as 2. Which one will give you HCF as 2? Only AB can give you HCF as 2. That means these two options gone on to a toss. Now, which one will give you 4? A square and B square. Okay. A square and B square. Right? No, Diksha, I guess. Yeah, option 2. Right? Okay, a square and b square. 1 into 4 will give you 4. If you go for AB means what? 1 into 2, right? 1 into 2, that's not the correct one. We want to reach 4. LCM 4, right? So which one is the correct one? The second one is the answer, right? Third one is not the answer. This is a good one. This is a good one, very good one, right? This is a very good one, guys. Before I move on to this particular question, let me tell you something. Okay, in the entire clock, okay, in the entire clock, okay, minute hand, minute hand, okay, if it moves one whole circle, that means in 60 minutes, it means it makes one whole circle, right? That means in 60 minutes it makes 360 degrees. That means every single minute it's making how much? 6 degrees, right? And for the hour hand, the smaller hand, okay, in 12 hours, okay, in 12 hours, right, it makes 360 degree. That means every single hour it makes 360 by 12, that means 30 degree, right? Isn't it, guys? That means every single, that means in 60 minutes, 30 minutes, that means in 30 minutes it's making 30 degree. That means every single minute it is making half degree. Okay, I am circling this hour hand in yellow, and I'm circling the minute hand in black, right? Now let me make some space little bit, right, guys? Okay, now let's go back to the question over here. Okay, at what time between 5 to 6 o'clock will the hands of the clock points coincide with each other? Okay, coincide with each other. Okay, what do you mean by coincide with each other? Like both the minute hand and the hour hand will come at the same point, right? What do you mean by this particular number? What do you mean by this particular number? 21. Okay, 2 10, 2 10 21, 1 3 2 plus 2. Okay, that means 233 by 11 minutes past 5. This is the first one, right? And the second one is how much? 270 into 270, 792, right? That means second option is 299 by 11 minutes past 5, right? And the third one is again 270 into 270, that means 300 by 11 minutes past 5, right? And the fourth option is 230, 23, 352, 256 by 11 minutes past 5. Now, I wanted to ask one particular question to all of you. Now, I wanted to ask one particular question to all of you. The question is that which which of which amongst these four values will you take? Which amongst these four values will you take? And you feel deep inside that is easiest to calculate. Okay, whole numbers are the easiest number to work with, right? So it's very, there is a very great chance that if we work out with this particular option, okay, option number 3, it will be easy for us to calculate, right? The meaning of coinciding is that, let's say between 5 and 6, the hour hand and minute hand both are there, okay. From this particular reference, the angle made over here will be the same, right? The angle made will be the same, right? Isn't it? So so the minute hand minute hand makes an angle of 6 degrees every single minutes, okay. So if we pick up the third option, in 300 by 11 minutes, it will make how much? 6 into 300 by 11 degrees, that means 1800 by 11 degrees, okay, right? I'm circling the degree made by minute hand in black, okay, right? Now now for the hour hand, there's like up till 5. Let's say over here is your 5, okay. Up till 5 there is some degree, right? So up till 5 o'clock, right? Up till 5 o'clock, how much degrees? Okay, in up till 5 o'clock means 5 hours. In 1 minute, in 1 minute there is half degree. 5 hours means how much? That means 300 minutes, right? 300 minutes means how much? 150 degree. Now I'm solving for the hour hand, okay. And now there is also there is also this leftover value of this particular value as well, okay. Now there is some minutes as well, 300 into some minutes as well, okay, right? With this 300 minutes we accounted for with this 300 minutes we accounted for only up till 5 o'clock, right? What I actually mean by that, between 5 and 5:30, the minute hand, if you sorry the hour hand, if you look closely, let's say the time is 5:30, the hour hand will be between 5 and 6. It won't be at 5 or at 6. It won't be at either of these two places. So up till 5, this much of degrees, okay. And in these many minutes, how much? Into half, that means 150 by 11, right? Now can we add these two values? 150 and 150 by 11. If we add these two values, 150 plus 150 by 11, how much do we get? 1650 plus 150 divided by 11, which is 1800 by 11, okay. This is the degree made by the hour hand, okay. And this was the degree made by the minute hand. You see, both of these values are same, right? If both of these values are same, that means they are what? Coinciding. That is why the answer to this question will be C, okay, right? The only learning over here is that you are supposed to know in 1 minute how much degree and in 1 minute how much degrees, okay. In the examination setting, only if you have time left, please do this question, okay. If you do not have time, please chuck this one. Please do not do it at that point of time, unless otherwise, if you have at least these numbers, some good numbers to work with, and not all these idiotic, you know grotesque looking numbers, okay. What is grotesque? Okay, grotesque means ugly, okay. This ugly looking numbers, don't work with that, not in the first go for sure, right? Now let's come to the probability part, guys. Two dices are thrown simultaneously. find the probability of getting the sum more than 7. Okay, let's say you have two dices, dice 1 and dice 2. In the dice 1, 1 came. Even if the 6 comes, will it be more than 7? No. Let's say in dice 1 you got 2. If 6 comes, it's more than 7? Yes. Okay. Let's say in dice 1 you 3 comes. If in the dice 2 6 comes, then is it more than 7? Yes. If 5 comes, is it more than 7? Yes. If dice 1 4, then 6 5 and 4, 3 cases. Similarly, over here you had 1 case, over here you had 2 case, over here you had 3 case. Similarly, if in dice 1 if 5 comes, there will be 4 cases, and in the dice 1 if 6 comes, there will be 5 cases, right? Now let's add all of this. 5 plus 4 9, 1 10, 15, 15. And what is the total number of cases? Okay, the total number of cases, like in dice 1 there are 6 chances, and the dice 2 there are another 6 chances. That means 36 odd chances are there, right? So in the denominator we will write 6, this goes by 5, and this goes by 12. The answer to this question is your C. Okay, guys, now mathematics has started. Let's stick around. Okay, yeah, a disclaimer for this particular question: the answer for this particular question is wrong. Okay, but still there are two bags. One contain four white balls and five black balls. Okay, this is bag one, and the another bag contains four white balls and three black balls. Okay, yeah, when mathematics started, all of you ran away, huh? Right. So another contains four white and three black balls, right? If one ball is drawn from the first bag and is given to the second bag and is kept in another bag unseen, then the probability of choosing a black ball from the second bag. Okay. So there are two cases. That means case one, what you have done, you know, okay, you don't know, okay, you don't know which particular ball has been transferred from bag one to bag two. Let us say you transferred the black ball. Okay, you transferred the black ball. So first of all, you will have a probability of choosing the black ball over here. In this one, the probability of choosing the black ball from the, let us say this is the bag 1 B1, and this is the bag 2, this is B2, right? How many black balls are there? 5. How many total balls are there in bag 1? 9. Okay, into, now you will go with bag 2. There is one ball that has been transferred, and you know that particular ball is a black ball. Okay, let's say black transferred. Okay, not you know, you assume. Okay, right? That black has been transferred, so now instead of 3 black balls there will be 4 black balls, and instead of total 7 black balls there will be 8 black balls, right? Plus, this is the concept of conditional probability, right? Now over here you don't know, over here in the case 1 this particular was transferred. Now we are working with case 2. Case 2, okay, white ball was transferred. Okay, if white ball was transferred, then the probability of choosing the white ball is how much? 4 by 9 into 4 by 9 into, now the white ball has come over here. Okay, so that means there is plus 1. That means now there is 5 white balls and 3 black balls. Now let's come to bag 2. 3 black balls and divided by 8 of the total balls. Okay, I don't know how people have these many balls. Okay, but yeah, anyways, So if you solve this particular number, you will reach the answer. Okay. I know it can be a little bit dicey to understand. So if you solve this, okay. So over here it was 3, right? You are only 3 black balls remaining. So that means over here 72, 72, 20, 12. That means 32 divided by 72 will be the answer. That means 16 divided by 36, 5 8 divided by 18, and 4 divided by 9 will be the correct answer, which is not given in your any of the options. Okay. In the whole question, what I have done is that I see all the participants being silent. What I have done is that I have first chosen there are 4 white balls and 5 black balls, and over here 4 white balls and 3 black balls. Okay, I've just assumed from here one black ball was transferred. What is the probability? Then one white ball was transferred. Then what is the probability? Their plus over here is because of the total probability. Okay, there is a concept of total probability, right? Okay, the probability the probability of P of A plus P of A dash will always be equal to 1. Okay, we'll discuss that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The difference between the okay, now the easy question starts. Okay, the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years. Okay, simple interest. Okay, if we for simple interest will be how much? Simple interest will be, can we simply write 0.2x? How did we write 0.2x? How did we write 0.2x? Okay, I've been teaching you guys the multiplying factor. Okay, if x was the principal, 2 years, 10% divided by 100, right? If you solve this, you will get 0.2x. So that is the simple interest. And now compound interest. Okay. Yes. Yep. Guys are running away. Stick around, guys. Stick around. Right. 10 of you are here. That's it. Okay. 10, 11 of you. Stick around, guys. Okay. And compound interest will be how much? Compound interest will be how much? What did I tell you? X into 1.1, because there is 10%, and then the square of it, there is x into 1.21. That means 1.21x. This value is the amount, and if you do minus x, that means 0.21x is your compound interest. Right, now this is your compound interest, and this particular number is a simple interest. Can you find out if the difference is given? If the difference is given, 0.21x minus 0.2x is equal to 631. If you solve for x, you will get x is equal to 63100. Okay, please do this question. Right, yeah. So A lends rupees 4,000 to B and a certain sum to C. A lends rupees 4,000 to B. Okay. A lends 4,000 to B. Okay. And a certain sum to C at the same time at 7% per annum. Okay. If 5 years, if after 5 years A received 3,500 as the interest from B and C. What is the difference of sums given to the B and C by A? Okay. They are asking A gave 4,000 rupees to B and A gives some money to C for 5 years at the rate of 7%. Right? After 5 years, he got an interest of 3,500 rupees from both B and C. Right? From both B and C. Right? So they are asking what is the difference of the sums, what was the principal, this money and this money that we don't know. Okay. Can we assume that number to be X? Right? If they have, yeah, they have mentioned it clearly that at simple interest, that means at 7% for 5 years, that means 4,000 for 4,000. Okay, he must have earned 35%. 4,000 of 35% is how much? Is how much? 4,000 of 35% is how much? Okay, right. So that will be how much? 1,400. Okay, right, that will be 1,400. This 1,400 rupees is earned by interest from B, and the total interest earned by him was 3,500. That means if 3,500 minus 1,400, that means 2,100 was the interest earned from whom? C. 2,500 rupees of interest was earned from C, right? Okay. And if from C the 35%, that means 35% of net interest was charged from C, right? So this 35% is equal to 2,100, right? That means X is equal to 100 into 2,100 divided by 35. Okay, this is 5 times, this is 300 times, this one gone, this one gone 20 times. That means X is equal to 6,000. Okay, yeah guys, dropping off. Yes, Diksha, absolutely correct. Okay, right. So A gave to B 4,000 rupees. Okay, and to C it gave 6,000 rupees. So what is the difference? The difference is C 2,000 rupees. Okay, how many of you got it? How many of you did not get it? If you stick around long enough, you'll start getting it. But for mathematics, it comes with a lots and lots of practice. Okay, so please practice that. Okay, yeah, neck is paining. Hell, yeah. What do you guys think about this one? Tell me. I think we'll wind up by one, maybe. Okay. What do you guys think about this one? Please be quick, little bit quick, guys. What do you think about this one? Please read it. Read it, understand it. Okay. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, the average age of 4 members of a family was 24 years. Okay. 10 years ago, there were 4 members in the family and their average age was 24. Okay. So now for those 4 people, now now their average will be how much? The 4 people's average will be how much? Okay, will be 34. I've taught you 2 children were born, and 2 children were born, and the current average of 6 members is 24. That means current, they are saying that after those 2 children, the current is 24. That means current, the total age is how much? Okay, 120, 144. Okay. Had there been only four members in the family, that means 34 into 4, right? How much? This is 136. If the age difference in both the children is 2 years, then find the age of the younger child. That means the age of those two child that were born, the total age of both of these child was 144 minus 136, 8 years, right? And if the age difference in both the children is 2 years, then find the age of the younger child. One child must have been 3 and the other must have been 5. Then only the sum will be 8, right? So the age of the younger child is how much? The age of the younger child is 3 years, guys. Guys are not solving? Okay, solve this one, easy one. I want an answer. I want an answer for this one. It's an easy one. It's an easy one. Two sections are there, section A and section B. Section A, there are like 40 guys, and section B, there are like 44 guys. Section A average is 35. Section B average is 37. What is the total average they are asking? Okay, divided by 84. Right? So how much is that? 140 plus 44 divided by 37. 1628 divided by 84, right? So which means 2830 divided by 84. Now this is 42. 1514. This is like 21. This is like 757. Right? So how much is this? 21757. How much is that, guys? Did I do any calculation error? 44 into 37. 1628 is 303028 divided by 84 is how much? I'm using calculator. 3028 divided by 84. Okay. So somewhere there is some calculation error. Okay. This number, if you do the calculation correctly, okay, 3028 divided by 84, this value will come out to be 36.04. Okay. Please do the calculation at your own end. Right. This was an easy one. Yup, Diksha, absolutely correct. 38. The answer question is the second one. Yup, guys, what do you think about this one? Sugar A of the cost 9.25 rupees per kg is mixed with another sugar in 17 is to 15 ratio. If the mixture is sold at 10 rupees, then find the cost of another sugar. Okay. Sugar A is sold at 9.25 rupees per kg. Sugar B, we don't know. Let's call it X. Okay. And average of A plus B, which is being sold, is 10. Right? Which means what? 9.25 into 17, because they are in the 17 is to 15 ratio, plus 15 into X divided by 32 is equal to 10 into x plus y. Why am I writing divided by? Okay, yeah, there is no need to write this divided by. Okay, right, isn't it? This particular value will give you the total cost of the first type of sugar. 15x is the total cost of the second type of sugar B, right? And we have done some more mistake. Okay, this x plus 9.25. Okay, right. So let's try to solve this one. 9.25 into 17, how much? 9.25 into 17. Okay, this is 157.5 plus 15x. Guys, please don't freak out. I've used the calculator. One moment. Let me make some space, which is equal to 10x, which is, one moment. Every time I go live, my pen tab refuses to cooperate, right? Isn't it? 9.25 into 17 with another type of sugar 15x. 10 into 9.25. The mixture is sold at rupees 10 is 10 rupees. Have we done some mistake? Have we done some mistake, guys? 9.25. 9.25 into 17. One moment. 9.25 into 17, 157. Okay. And 15x, which is equal to 10x, 92x. How come? How come this value is coming in negative? How come this value is coming in negative, guys? Will this particular value 36.04, okay, sugar A of cost 9.25 is mixed with another sugar B in 15:17 ratio, okay. Oh, okay, guys. Over here, the problem, the mistake is that we don't need. Okay, we have only x is the rate of the sugar B. Okay, rate of sugar B. Okay, so that means over here will be 10 into 17 plus 15. That means it will be 320. 15x will be equal to 320 minus 157.25. That means the value of x will be 320 minus 157.25 divided by 15. Okay, right. If we solve for this particular value, how much do we get? 320 minus 157.25. This value will give us x is equal to 162.75 divided by 15 is how much? We will get 10.85. Okay, so guys will have to be a little bit more quick with the calculation. Okay, there is no other way, honestly. Okay, for these type of questions, there is no other way. We cannot leverage that crisscross one, unfortunately. Okay, over here it won't be feasible for us to work out with that crisscross one. Okay, right, because already we cannot work out with that in this particular question. So the answer to this question 39 will be fourth one. Yeah, this one I wanted to talk about this one. Okay, I've always been telling you what is the meaning of percentage. percentage meaning is 1 by 100. Okay, so if percentage meaning is 1 by 100, this particular value can be reduced to 0.433. Percentage can be written as 0.00433, right? Now if you look, this is 27%. 27% means slightly more than 25%, right? Slightly more than 25%. 25% means what? 1 by 4, right? Even if you do the 1 by 4 over here, we'll get 1, right? The only option which is able to satisfy over here is the first one. Okay, right? None of this can be a little bit dicey. Okay, none of these can be a little bit dicey, but yeah, you can take a call and go ahead with this one. Okay, over here it is supposed to be two zeros already there, 1 0. These two are for sure not possible. Okay, but then I do not suggest you to sit and calculate and stuff. Okay, so this is the best bet over here, and this is a bet, I'm saying you honestly. Anyways, yeah, time and distance question. Two trains P and Q travel towards each other at the speed of 50 and 40 kmph. Two trains are traveling towards each other at 50 kmph and 40 kmph. By the time they meet, by the time they meet, let's say they meet over here at point M, the first train, this particular train, faster train, has traveled 100 kilometer more than the second one. Okay, the first train has traveled the 100 kilometers more than the second one. This is what they are telling. Okay, then the distance between P and Q is, the distance between the point P and Q is, okay. Diksha was saying answer 2. I don't know how you are saying answer 2 for this one. Okay, please be mindful, right? 10.85 is correct, but for this one the answer will be 1. Okay, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? So we start with let PQ, distance is D. Okay, if the distance is D, at what time will they meet? Meeting time, let's say TM, meeting time will be distance by speed. Speed is how much? Right? Speed is how much? Both of them are traveling at the opposite. Yes, absolutely, Diksha. 900 is the correct answer. Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is the time. This is the time at the point of meeting. So at the time of meeting, P must have traveled how much distance? P must have traveled at the time of meeting. Distance is equal to speed into time. We have already got the time. The time is d by 90, and speed for P is how much? 50. That means 5d by 9. Okay, right? And Q must have traveled how much? Will be speed into time. Time again will be the same for this. D by 90 over here. This is the meeting time. D by 90 is the meeting time, guys. Okay. Q's speed is 40, which means 4d by 9. Okay, the difference of these two, 5d by 9 and 4d by 9. Okay, 5d by 9 and 4d by 9, this is the particular distance traveled by P, and this is the particular distance traveled by Q. In this time, the difference of these two, okay, 5d by 9 minus 4d by 9 is how much? 100. That means d by 9 is how much? 100. That means d is equal to 9 into 100. Okay, that means 900 kilometers is the difference between, or is the distance between P and Q. Okay, absolutely, Diksha, that's a correct one. Thank you so much. How about others? 9 of you. How about others? How about others, guys? Okay, this is also a good one. We are practicing some pretty good questions. Okay, my neck is paining, man. Come on, I should have a table over here. No table, sitting on the bed and laptop just get dicey. Give me one moment, guys. Okay. All right, Devnathan, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this answer. Yeah, just the mathematics is the dicey one. Five men, 5 men and 4 women can do a piece of work in 10 days. Okay. For them to complete this work in one day, we will need 50 men and 40 women, right? In one day. I've been teaching you this concept in the class, and over here, 4 men plus 7 women can do a piece of work in 8 days. So, for them to complete the work in one day, we will need 32 men plus 56 women in one day. In both of this scenario, what we have done, we have just multiplied this one over here and this one over here. Okay, we have multiplied both men and women. Okay, right. Now we will equate these two over here one day, over here also one day. So that means 50 men plus 40 women is equal to 32 men plus 56 women, right? That means 18 men is equal to 16 women, right, guys? This is the relationship we have got. Now let's make some space. They have asked how much time will 11 women take to complete the work? Okay. How much time 11 women will take to complete the work? Okay. So which means what? Okay. Over here, let us say 5 men and 4 women takes 10 days. Okay. 4 women means what? 4 women means from here From here, 4 women means what? 18 m by 4 is equal to 4 women, right? Isn't it? That means 5m plus 18m by 4, right? They complete the work in 10 days, right? We have changed we have changed the capacity of women into men. Okay, so over here will be how much? This will be 20, and guys, this particular examination, the calculation was very tricky, right? So it will have that way. Yes, absolutely, Disha, you are right. 7 and 69 by 99 is the correct answer, but let's reach that answer. 20, 30, 38 by 4 men takes 10 days. Okay, right. 11 women means how much? One woman means what? One woman means what? 18 by 16 men, right? That means 11 women means what? 11 into 18 by 16 men. This is what we want to work out with, right? So that means that means we have these many men. It takes 10 days. If we have only one man, so it will take 10 by 38 into 4, right? But we have these many men. We have these many men. So it will we'll write this number in the, sorry, one moment. Okay. Now if we have only one man over here, so we'll write this number in multiplication, right? For only one man to work, but we have these many men. Let me highlight it in yellow. Okay. So we'll write this number in the denominator, 11 into 18. This will go 4 times, right? This will go 2 times. This will go 9 times. Okay. That means 780 by 99. If you solve this particular stuff, you will reach 4 as the answer. Okay. All right, boys. Just mathematics is little dicey. Just hang on. Okay. Yeah. Again, some idiotic looking sum. Right. Mathematics was really dicey in this particular attempt. So let's try to do that. A and B can do a piece of work in 16 and 10 days. Okay. A and B can do a piece of work in 16 and 10 days. Total work, can we assume 80? Right? That means what? A is doing at the pace of 5 work per day and B is doing at the pace of 8 work per day. A started the work and after 4 days. After 4 days, B also joins him in completing, and he is with him till the completion of the work. So in 4 days, he works 5 work per day. So 4 days, how much work will be done? Into 4, 20 work will be done. That means 20 work is already done. How much remaining? 60 work remaining. Who will do this 60 work? A plus B together will do. And what rate they will do? They are working 8 work per day and this much work per day. Okay. So that means 60 by 13 days they will take. 52 plus 60 by 13. 2, okay, which is your 8 and 8 by 13 days to complete the entire stuff. The answer to this question will be D. Okay, please do not get frightened. Do not get frightened by the awkward looking calculations. Okay, right? Please do not get frightened by this. Please do it. Most of the time it is easy, right? Yep. Yes, I want you guys to answer this one. The selling price of an article, the selling price of an article, SP of an article is 96. Okay. And the cost price is equal to the profit percentage. Okay. This is what they are telling. Okay. If the cost price is 100, the profit is also 100%. Okay, if the cost price is 100, if the profit is also 100%, it should have been sold for 200 rupees, right? If the cost price is 90, the profit is also 90%. Okay, that means it must have been sold for 171 rupees. 90 into 1.9, right? If the cost price is 60, cost price itself is 60, on 60 you are getting 60% profit, means 1.6 means 96. So which answer option is correct for this one? 44. 44, guys. 45. The correct answer is this. Okay. 60. There is another way. There is another way which I don't recommend you guys to take that way. Okay. That way is that assuming cost price as x. Okay. X plus x of x percentage is equal to, yes, Diksha, absolutely correct, is 96, right? Which means x plus x square by 100 is equal to 96, right? That means x square plus 100x minus 96 is equal to 0. Now you put in b square minus 4ac. B square means 100 square. Okay, right? Minus b. You don't want me to do this, right? Root under b square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is how much? Minus minus will become plus. Over here it is 9600. If you solve for this by 2a, if you solve for this, you will reach x is equal to 60. Okay, please solve for this. Okay, shall we move? Shall we move, guys? Yeah, answer this question. I want a few of you to answer this question. 9 of you, please answer this question. Easy one. You see, even if the question is complex, the paper was little complex, there are a few of the questions which are worth doing. Okay, it is doable. Okay, as selling, the selling price of an article SP is 375. Yeah, by the time I write it, I want answers, right? Its profit of an article, let's say the cost price was X, okay, plus, right? The profit was how much? One fourth of the cost price is equal to 375, right? Tell me what is the answer. You pick up the option. If one fourth, what is the one fourth of 300? If this is the cost price, one fourth of this is 75. Absolutely, this is the answer, right? One fourth of this much is how much? 100. If you add 100 plus 400, 500. If you add, none of these will reach, right? Over here, 5x by 4 is equal to 375, right? Absolutely. Only Diksha, anybody else? Which will give you x is equal to 300. Right? Devnathan. Devnathan. Write it in the chat, guys. Please solve it and write it in the chat. Yeah, okay, fine. It's important. It's extremely important to solve it. Yeah. Over here, we will use the crisscross methodology. Yes, Shruti, Ram. Yeah, good. Yeah, please use the crisscross method. A merchant has 100,000 kgs of sugar, part of which he sells 8% of profit, and the rest he sells at 18% of profit. Okay, he gains an overall 14% of profit. In what quantity he sold at 18%? Okay, over here the deviation is 4, over here the deviation is 6. The goods that was being sold at 8% profit and the goods that was being sold at 18% profit, the ratio of these two is 4 is to 6, right? Which means what they are asking, they are asking the quantity which was being sold for 18% profit. That means this is 6, right? That means for 1,000 kilo, it must have been 400 kilos is to 600 kilos, right? So the answer to this question will be 46, 2. Yeah, guys, nobody answering. Nobody is answering. Mixture and allegation have taught you. Right? They are asking, one was being sold at 8%, another was being sold at 18%. In an overall, it has been sold at 14% profit. So with what ratio these two sugar were sold? In what ratio these two sugars were sold? Okay. In mixture and allegation have taught you, right? Okay. Yes. Question number 6. No, 47. Sorry. 6 of you. Please answer this one. Please answer this one. Yeah. Guys, please answer this one. Please answer this one. Who and all here? 5 of you, 6 of you. Please answer this question, guys. All those of you who are there, please answer this question. Two numbers are in the ratio. Yes, absolutely, Shruti. Yeah. Anybody else? Two numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 5. Okay. If this ratio has been given to 3 is to 5, okay, and if they told you find the smaller number, okay, yes, Devnathan, absolutely correct. Okay, smaller number. If it is in the ratio of 3 is to 5, okay, and if they are the whole number, we will obviously look for a number. This smaller number will be divisible by 3. That means this and this 2 cannot be the answer, right? So if it is 3, if they are in 3 is to 5 ratio, that means that is like 33 and 55, right? For the option number 1. For the option number 2, if it is 3 is to 5, if it is 27, it will be 45. If 9 is subtracted from each, this one will become 24, and this will become how much? 46. Right? Yes, Ravi, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So this is how we need to solve this one. So 33 is the answer. We need not take. There is another way, 3x by 5x minus 9, which is 12 by 23. This is the method, but don't do this method. Yeah, Jain, Ravi, long time no see. Okay, right. This is a good one. 47, 48. Okay, 51, 48, 49, 50. That's it. Three more questions of maths, and then we are flying. Okay, stick around, all of you. 5,625 is divided among ABC. This much money is being divided among ABC, right? So that A may receive half as much of B plus C together, and B receives 1/4 of what A plus C receives together, right? For all those of you, if the video is lacking, please put it in the live mode. Okay, right? So from here, what do we mean? 2A is equal to B plus C, right? That means 4B is equal to A plus C, right? We want to know the share of A is more than B by how much. Okay, we know A plus B plus C is equal to 5625, right? Right, isn't it? From this itself, can we say C is equal to 2A minus B, and over here C is equal to 4B minus A, right? We can talk like that. No worries in that. That means these C and these two should be equal. Let me write it over here. 2A minus B is equal to 4B minus A. That means 3A is equal to 5B, right? 3A is equal to 5B. This is an important this is an important you know observation. 3A is equal to 5B. If we say 3A is equal to 5B, let me make some space. Okay, we can have this one maybe. One moment. Okay, right. So if we say 3A is equal to 5B, which means what? A and B, sorry, A and B are in the ratio what? A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 3, right? This is the observation that we can draw from here. And now from here, if 3A is equal to 5B, 3A is equal to 5B, that means B is equal to 3A by 5. Yes or no? Now we'll just put in A over here. B is 3A by 5 plus C. What is the value of C? C, the value of C is 4B minus A is equal to 5625. One. Right? So this A gets cancelled. Okay. So, and over here B also we know 3A by 5 plus B is equal to how much? 4 into B is how much? 3A by 5. I'm substituting this value, just substituting values, that's it. Okay, I know it can look a little dicey, okay, very clumsy. Now we only need that particular value. Let me make some space. We just finish off the maths and then we are just flying. We are not going to take much of a time in GS. 15-20 minutes, that's it. Okay, so now 3A by 5 plus 12A by 5 is equal to 5625. Okay, that means 3A is equal to 5625. A is equal to 1, then it is 26, 8, then it is 22, 7, and 5. Okay, right? So this is the value of A. So if this is the value of A, what is the value of B? The value of B is how much? Okay, this is 3 into 1875 divided by 5, right? Because A and B are in the ratio 5 is to 3, right? So now let's try to solve this one. This one gone 3 times. Then you have 3 remaining. 7 times. One moment. One moment. 7 times and 5 times. 2 by 5 for answer. Yeah, Aman, Aman. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, you can help me with question number 48. My friend, my buddy Aman is from IIM Vishakhapatnam, so he's reliving his cat days, right? Okay. Yeah, A minus B. Absolutely. We are just have to find out this value. Uh, right. So this is the value of B, and now the difference of A and B is how much? Is how much? Guys, have we done some calculation error somewhere? 1875. Have we done some calculation error? Somewhere looks like we have done some calculation error. Maybe, whenever I go live, my pen tab simply refuses to cooperate. So it's just too tough for me to write like this. 3A is equal to 5B. Yeah, 750 is the correct one. Yeah, 1875 is also the correct one. Okay. The answer over here is the mistake. What we have done is 1125. Yes, 1125. I mean, I did not go on to find Ravi A is to B is to C per se. I could find out the exact value of these two numbers. Okay, 375 into 3 is how much? Yeah, if the difference between these two values is how much? 750. Okay, 750. Okay. I did not go on to find the value of A is to B is to C. Actually, I replaced all of these values, right? A, B, and C. I found out that A and B are in the 5 is to 3 ratio. Then I wrote B in terms of A, and then I wrote C in terms of, A and B. While writing this, A got cancelled. We got another B over here, and we wrote this B in terms of A, right? So we got all the values in A, we got the value of A, and we found out what is the value of B. Okay. All right. This is an easy one. Next one. Rectangular park with a length and breadth of 180 meters and 120 meters respectively. Right. And there's a circle inside it. Is maintained in a circular field. The area of the circular field excluding the park. Okay. The area of the circular field excluding the park. Right. All right. This is how it is, isn't it? The rectangular park with a length and breadth, the length is 180 meters and 120 meters respectively, is maintained in a is maintained in a circular field. I think I have drawn it differently. In a circular field. Let's say this is the circle. Okay. The length and breadth is 180 and 120. The area of circle excluding the park is 4123, right? So what is the area of this particular rectangle? Let me highlight that in yellow. It will be 120 into 18. How much is that? It is 0. It is 0. 216, right? 00616. Okay, so this is the total area, isn't it? Now they have asked what is the radius. Radius means pi into r is equal to 61600. This will go 2 times, this will go 5 times, 6 times, 00, right? Now please look at the calculation, how we are doing the calculation. Okay, right? This will go 2800 times. That means r square is equal to 2800 into 7. Can we write 7 into 4 into 10 into 10 into 7? Now just make the pair. From this 2 will be out, from this 7 and 7, 7 will be out and 10 will be out. What is the radius? 140, right? 49. Yep, Ravi, absolutely. How about others? Diksha, and one more hour, I guess. Yep. How about others, guys? How about others? How about others, boys? Only Ravi has answered. Last mathematics question. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, Ravi, my friends are from South India. You might want to speak in English. You know, Ravi is my friend. When we started for this academy, so he's like a pioneer candidate for us. Okay, Ravi and Akib, both of them joined for the first time. I'm so sorry, and your money is with us. Okay, but anyways, anything I'll do in life, even if this venture work out, my education for to both of you will always be free. Okay, right? There's a whole lot of story behind it. We'll talk about that some other day. Okay, yeah. The length and breadth of a rectangle are in the ratio 3 is to 2. Okay, length and breadth are in the ratio 3 is to 2, right? If the length is increased by 5 meter, right? Can we say the length is 3x and the breadth is 2x? Length is increased by 5 meter, that means 3x plus 2 into 2x. Now the new area becomes 2600. 3x plus 5 into x is equal to 1300. That means 3x square plus 5x is equal to 1300, right? Yeah, I think there could have been a better way to solve this one, right? I don't feel like solving it this way, right? Okay, but anyways, so this is the equation we want to work out with. What is the solution for this equation? Minus b plus minus root under b square. Okay, let's write it in a more simplified form. Plus 5x minus 1300 is equal to 0. B square minus minus plus 4 into a into c by 2a. We cannot take this minus 1. We cannot take this minus 1, right? I mean, the number which we will be getting from minus, okay? We can only take minus 5 plus case, not the minus case, for obvious reason, right? The value of x cannot be negative. So this will come out to be your 25, 12, 12 into 130000 15 15625 15625 divided by 6, right? And 15625, I did this calculation at my own end, is 125. Okay, root under is that particular value, right? Minus 5 plus 125 is, sorry, root under 15625 is 125. That means the value of x what we have got is 20. 120 by 6 is 20. Then now they have asked what is the perimeter of the triangle. This is 3x, this is 2x, right? So 2 into L plus B, this is the perimeter of the triangle, sorry, perimeter of the rectangle, right? Or just put the value 2 into 5 into 20, which gives us 200 as the answer. Okay. Guys, with this we come to an end of mathematics. Thank you so much for hanging on, all of you. It was such a bloodbath, I must say. Now let's start to move on to the next one, and now we'll start with GS questions. Okay, right. So the first question is about fact check. You guys can also write the answer, just easy one. Okay, we'll try to be a little bit more quick. Fact check module aims to control activities. Yeah, this is the full mock test. Yes, it's the full mock test, Avi. The fact check module The fact check module aims to control activities of disruption by opposition political party. No. Okay. Regulate the economy. No. Promote harmony and multicultural society. No. This is the answer. The correct answer to this question is protect the Indian government from fake news. Okay. So Indian government had this problem in the the proliferation of the social media and the digital media. People were propagating the fake news so much that the telecom ministry came up with this particular stuff, okay, wherein they can tell to the providers, like the internet providers, and also the social media providers like YouTube, Meta, Twitter, and all that stuff, to take it down, okay, the post if it is misleading, okay, misleading about the government, Okay, so the answer to question of 51 is protect the Indian government from fake news. Okay, they wanted to do it for themselves. Okay, so Varuna, Indra, Maitri, and Garul Sakti. Okay, so Maitri is the, this is what I remembered. Maitri is about, laughing Buddha. Okay, Maitreya Buddha, that is related to the Buddhist culture, and that is, yeah, and that is yeah, that is, related to Thailand. Okay, this is what I knew, and with this I have ticked this one. Varuna varuna is a Indo-French joint naval exercise. Okay, naval exercise, right? So one is 4, that's correct. And Indra is Indo-Russian, primarily a naval exercise, but there's like at times the tri services exercise also happens. So for this 2, and for C, my 3 is the India Thailand. The armies of India Thailand, they do the exercises, right? And Garul Sakti is with the exercise of India and Indonesia, and more specifically the special forces of Indo and Indonesian special forces. Okay, so the answer to this question is 2. Right. So what is the of the order of the sequence of colors in Olympic Games? Right. Order of the sequence. Right. So all of you already know that there's like 5 rings in the Olympic Games. Right. Something like this and something like this. Okay. So the first one over here represents blue. Okay, the first one is blue, and this one is yellow. The order is like first, this is first, then this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, the third one is the black one. Okay, and the fourth one is a green one, and the fifth one is a red one. Each one of these, blue represents the continent. I mean, blue represents the European continent. Okay, 2, yellow represents the Asian continent. Okay, 3, black represents the African continent. Right. And why black? The reason behind that is absolutely known to everyone. Okay, uh, Africa has also been known as the dark continent as well. Okay, green, 4 is the oceanic countries like Australia and New Zealand, and red represents the continent of America. Okay, the American continent. Okay, South America, North America. Okay, right. And why red? Because the Americans were once called as the red Indians as well. Okay, and that is why this is represented in red. Like apart from many other reasons, this is one of the reasons. So the correct answer to 53 is 1. The largest ecosystem of Earth is, the correct answer to this question is biosphere. Biosphere represents the atmosphere under which the living organisms can survive. Okay. In hydrosphere, we talk about the all the water content. Okay. All the water content of the world. Lithosphere, all the land content, and biome is a specific area. Okay. For this specific kind of animal, of a habitat, flora, fauna, temperature, and all that stuff. Okay, biosphere is everything comes, all that comes under the atmosphere is represented as biosphere. Okay, so this is the largest ecosystem of the earth. Which of the following is known as the lighthouse of Mediterranean? Okay, so each 4 of these, Mount Etna. Okay, Mount Etna is the most active volcano of this world. Okay, right. Mount Etna is the most active volcano of the world. Okay, but the lighthouse of Mediterranean is known as the Stromboli. Okay, Mount Stromboli. Why? Because it is at the coastal region of somewhere around Italy. In fact, I don't know about Mauna Loa, okay, but Etna, Stromboli, and Vesuvius, these three are at the peripheries of the Italian nation. Okay, so Mount Stromboli happens to be at the coastal region, and this is also a kind of active volcano, and it frequently keep on erupting. Okay, and when it erupts, it serves as a lighthouse to the people who are at the voyage at the sea over there. So that is why it is called as the lighthouse of the Mediterranean. Okay, Mount Vesuvius is another active volcano, okay, which is very much famous. Okay, the Pompeii happened. Okay, the destruction of Pompeii happened. Okay, within 24 hours, way back in some AD or BC. Okay, the destruction was so potent that within 24-25 odd hours, the city of Pompeii was completely destructed. Okay, not giving even a single amount of chance for the people to uh, you know recover from that. Okay, the whole actually city was engulfed under fire. Okay, all right, five of you, six of you, stick around. Yeah, who among the following is the author of Hindi play Andher Nagri and Chaupat Raja? Andher Nagri and Chaupat Raja was written by a person, a very famous personality called Bhartindu Harishchand. This person was born and he even died at the city of Varanasi. Okay, and at the Banaras Hindu University, we have a hostel named after him. That's one, and even one of the ghats, the Varanasi Ghat, is named after him. But not about his about in his particular context about Bhartindu Harishchand, right? So he was a very renowned, writer of the medieval times. And Munshi Premchand, everybody knows about Munshi Premchand. He's one of the pioneers of uh, you know Hindi Hindi classicals, right? He has written some of the books like Dev Bhumi, Karm Bhumi, okay, and Godan, okay, the gift of cow, right? So Munshi Premchand was also born and brought up in the city of Varanasi, and he died in the city of Varanasi only. Okay, about Kalidasa. Kalidasa was in Hindi it is called Mahamurkh Kalidasa. Okay, so he was that particular person that he used to cut the same branch of tree on which he used to sit. Okay, so once he met a very famous personality, and he told him that famous personality came and told him, please, you will have to check whether that was Lord Buddha or somebody else, that why are you doing this? Are you an idiot? Okay, you are sitting in that particular branch and you are cutting it. Okay, so from that he got the enlightenment, and then he started writing, and he went on to write some of the epic novels like Abhigyan Sakuntalam, and many others which you will find in your examinations, you might find. Okay, Surdasa, okay, this Surdas, okay. Surdas means somebody who is deaf. Okay, he was the um poet writer of a time of bhakti movement. Okay, bhakti movement was a time wherein the Mughal emperors were in India, and they were creating so much of atrocities across the nation. Okay, and then this bhakti movement came, Mirabai, the Surdasa and all. They were like, through their narratives, through their poems, through their writings, they, without offending anyone, they were preaching peace. Okay, so this was that particular person in that bhakti movement that was really instrumental. Okay, in kind of uh, alleviating the wrath of the Mughal emperors of that particular time. Okay. The next one is, which one of the following space probes sent to Saturn was the joint venture of NASA, the European Space Agency ESA, and the Italian Space Agency? Okay, the correct answer to this is Cassini. Okay, right. Voyager was actually sent by NASA for the so as to gather information from sun. Okay, it was the information gathering was happening from the sun. Okay, sputnik sputnik, as the name itself suggests, it was the Russian satellite. Okay, it was a Russian artificial satellite, also known as the first man-made satellite of the world. Okay, New Horizon, New Horizon was at you know it was uh, it was an interstellar project, right? And this particular project is still in the in place, right? In the outer space there is something called Kuiper belt. Okay, Kuiper belt, right? There is so many asteroids and all that stuff. This New Horizon spacecraft, or the vehicle, the vessel, it was actually sent to Pluto. Okay, to research the Pluto. Cassini alone has taken like more than 6 years to reach Saturn, and New Horizon has taken more than 9 years to reach Pluto. Okay, and New Horizon is still intact. It's still intact out there somewhere around Pluto, like millions and billions of kilometers away from us, right? Yeah, which instrument measures humidity? Okay, hydrometer. Hydrometer measures the density. Okay, density of water. Hygrometer measures the measure of humidity. Pyrometer is useful for measuring the heat, a very great amount of heat. Okay, let's say in the blast furnace, or maybe let's say in the brick kiln. Okay, how do you know what is the temperature out there? Okay, we use the pyrometer. Pyro means temperature. Okay, lactometer is the density of the milk. It is being leveraged to find out the density of the milk. Okay, the correct answer is hygrometer. For this particular question, I think if you guys know who Bismillah Khan is, Bismillah Khan is associated with Sahnai. Okay, he was the person while at the Indian independence. Okay, he played this Sahnai at the Red Fort. Okay, the only answer which is correct over here is B3. Okay, so option A, Pandit Ravi Shankar, he was associated with sitar. Okay, Bismillah Khan was associated with Sahnai, Pandit Ravi Shankar was associated with Santoor, and Amjad Ali Khan, D, he is associated with Sarod. Okay, there is only one out of these four instruments which is not string based. Okay, which is not string based. Okay, that is what? That is Sahnai, and all others are string based instrument: sarod, santoor, sitar. Okay, very old times of musical instruments. If you go and let's say study classical music in some university, let's say my Banaras Hindu University, you will get to learn this. Okay, right? And there is very strict competition to get in, though. Yeah, right. So there are a few of the important amendments that we wanted to study. Okay, the latest 2002-86 Amendment Act, right? This was one talking about the right to education, because this was the latest thing that happened. Okay, and 61st Amendment Act talks about the reduction of voting age from 21 to 18. That's one. And 73rd, in fact 72nd and 73rd, both of these amendment acts talks about the panchayati raj and the systems placed in it. And obviously the 52nd constitutional amendment act will talk about the disqualification on grounds of defection. Defection means to move from one party to another. Okay, right? So which means, which one is the correct one? A4, D2, this one 73rd is the Panchayati Raj, B3. Okay. Second one is the correct answer over here. The only session of the Indian National Congress which was presided by Mahatma Gandhi was held at, okay, the only session the only session of Indian National Congress which was presided by Mahatma Gandhi was held at Belgaum, and this particular session was held in 1924. Okay, please do not get confused with Karachi, Nagpur. Many times these conventions, these sessions of International Congress has happened, and Mahatma Gandhi, after returning from the basically uh, South Africa, and doing all of their the three movement that happened. Okay, Kheda, the Indigo movement that happened in Champaran, and there was another one in Pune, I guess. Okay, please correct this one if I'm wrong. Okay, so he was actually asked to preside this one at the Belgaum session. Okay, please also check the historical facts a little bit more intensely. Okay, hydrogen bomb. The hydrogen bomb works on the principle of nuclear fusion. Okay, there is chain reaction, there is no chain reaction, there is no nuclear explosion. Nuclear explosion doesn't happen. Nuclear explosion means the explosion of bomb. Okay, something that happened in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, little man and the fat boy, right? You have to remember that name as well, it can be asked. What happens in nuclear fission is that the big one, it breaks into the smaller ones. Okay, the smaller particles and molecules. Okay, right, and this one will again give birth to another one, right? So this particular stuff, okay, each of these particles converting into even smaller number of particles is called chain reaction. Okay, this is what happens. I'm talking about nuclear fission means to break. Okay, fusion. Okay, fusion, fusion, fusion. All those of you writing CDS, it can be asked there. Okay, there too. Fusion means smaller particles, smaller radioactive particles are being, you know energy is applied to make bigger particle. In both of these cases, immense amount of energy is dissipated, and that's why in the hydrogen bomb this concept of fusion is there. In fact, the energy dissipated in fusion is far more than energy dissipated at fission. Okay, so in fission, the nuclear bomb, whatever happened at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that was fission, and by the grace of God, not a single hydrogen bomb has been detonated yet on Earth. If that happens, we would probably not exist to uh, you know tell the story. Okay, yeah, but it can be controlled. Researches are being happening to find some control and use this energy for the our own purpose. Okay, India is divided into how many earthquake zones? Okay, the answer to this question is four earthquake zones: zone 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is no zone 1. Okay, right? Why? I don't know. Okay, and the zone 5 is considered as the most vulnerable. Okay, most vulnerable for earthquakes. Okay, zone 5 is very much vulnerable for the earthquake, and for that matter, more than 50% of the Indian land is vulnerable to this. Okay, now moving on to the next one. Yeah, most of them consider the following statement regarding the light combat aircraft Tejas. Most of them are capable of flying at supersonic. Supersonic, this word is important. Are they able to fly at supersonic speed? No, they are not able to fly at supersonic speed. It's a single engine multi-role. Okay, it's a single engine, that's correct. Multi-role light fighter designed by Aeronautical Development Agency. Yes, this fact is correct. Okay, and it is equipped with Python 5 and air-to-air missile and Derby beyond visual range missile. Apart from BrahMos, it can also carry these two kinds of missile: Python 5 air-to-air missile and Derby beyond visual range missile as well. Okay, so the correct answer to this question 64 will be 4. The next one is the with reference to the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana PMKVY. Consider the following. It is a flagship scheme of Ministry of Labor and Employment. No, it's not a flagship scheme of Ministry of Labor and Employment. It's the it's it's the flagship scheme of Ministry of Entrepreneurship. Okay, okay, right. It was launched in the year 2014. No, it was launched in the year 2015 in the month of July. Okay. Among other things, it is also imparts training in soft skill entrepreneurship, financial and digital literacy. Yes, that's correct. It aims to align the competencies of the unregulated workforce to the country to the national skill qualification framework. Yes, that's also correct one. Okay. So the answer to this question 65 is 3. The headquarter of United News of India is located at which of the following places? Okay. The correct answer to this is New Delhi, United Nation of India. Okay, this is an Indian news agency. Okay, Indian news agency, which publishes news in multiple languages. Okay, it publishes news in multiple languages. Okay, and I'm not quite sure they are the pioneers on this front as well. Okay, so now question number 67: the Quit India movement of August 1942 marked the culmination of the Indian freedom struggle. Okay, yes, that's correct. Quit India movement marked the culmination of the Indian freedom struggle. That was like the fine. Okay, this is the last and the final stuff of that. After Quit India movement, it was only a matter of time before the mechanics of the transfer of power was to be determined. Okay, that is also correct. When the Quit India movement happened in 1942, the leaders were damn sure that the powers will now get transferred from the British to the Indians. It was only the matter of time. How exactly they were the people out there, they were building the, yeah, yeah, okay. So the leaders, the Indian leaders, they were like, okay, fine, let them take the time, let them create the modalities so that the power can be transferred easily. Okay, yeah. So both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation. Okay, yeah, guys, how is it going? Which of the following which of the following we are still to do, we are yet to start the the other one. We are yet to start. Yeah, 5 of you stick around. Yeah, okay, right. Let's finish off this one in the next 5 minutes. Okay, which among the following is not under Defense Ministry, Department of Ex Services, Servicemen Welfare? Yes, it is the first Departments of Defense Production Ordnance Factory Board, OFB, that's there. DRDO, absolutely, that's under the Defense Ministry. Okay, Department of Defense Intelligence, it's a separate body which is governed by whom? Defense Ministry. Okay, not Defense Ministry, Defense Minister. Okay, right, it is directly governed by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Okay, their activities are pretty much classified And the main reason behind the formation of this particular agency was the breach that happened in the Kargil war. Okay, so in the Kargil war, there were a lot of breaches that happened, and the Indian side of the government were pretty tense that why exactly such and stuff has happened. Okay, it acts as a kind of advisor to the tri services members as well, and the functioning of this organization is uh, completely classified. Okay, which one of the following is a long range multi role air superiority? Okay, long range. Okay, multi role means Mirage and Jaguar. These are the attack ones. Okay, superiority long range Tejas is not the long range ones. Okay, and even though it's a multi role one. Okay, and the superiority aircraft. Everybody knows that the answer to this question is Sukhoi 30 MKI. This is the best in class that we have in India as of now. After, you know, which one? Rafael. Which district received the Prime Minister Award for the excellence in public administration? The answer to this question is Bind. Okay, and this was the current affairs of that particular time. The if the administration and stuff of a particular district is good, it is given. Right now, it must be given to the other districts as well. Okay, please check for the new ones that is the latest version of it. Okay, which one of the following iron and steel plant does not function under Steel Authority of India Limited? Okay, the all of this Durgapur that is in West Bengal, Raurkela that is in Odisha, and Bhilai that is in Chhattisgarh. All of this functions under SAIL. Okay, Steel Authority of India Limited. Okay, and each of these are being, some by British help, some by, let's say, Russian help, some by French help. Likewise, all of these have been created. Okay, but the Jamshedpur alone was created and run by whom? By the Tatas, that is Tisco, Tata, uh, 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 you know, uh, Tata's company, that is Tisco, which is responsible for running this iron and steel plant located at the Jamshedpur, and that is why we have a place called Tata Nagar. Okay, Tata Nagar, right? Also known as the Chota Nagpur region. Okay, Chota Nagpur region, right? So this is also very much important. Tata Nagar, the whole city has been, actually been created by these Tatas only, right? So that is why it plays a very important role for you to know also, right? The next question is, in the first half of the 18th century, cricket established itself as a leading sport in London. Yes, that's correct. In fact, the national game of England is nothing but cricket. In 1744, the first law of cricket was written and subsequently amended in 1774. That is also correct. The first law of the cricket was written in 1744 and it was amended in 1774. That's the correct fact. The first test match played by two national teams, obviously between Australians and the English people, was played at a place in Melbourne. Melbourne is in Australia. Everyone knows that. Okay, MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground. All those of you have read the NCRT books of 9th and 10th history, they will know that there is something like that. Okay, and there is, so the answer to this question is 4. All of it are correct. Okay, there was a female version of this game of cricket that was called croquet. Okay, CKET. Okay, croquet. So in that, female used to have a bat like this. Okay, hammer shaped bat like this. Okay, and they used to play with this, right? Now moving on to the next one, a few more GS questions, guys. Which one of the following is the sedimentary rocks? Okay, what do you mean by rocks? Okay, there are basically three types of rocks: igneous, igneous, sedimentary, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Okay, metamorphic. Igneous rocks are being formed due to volcanic activity. Okay, igneous rocks are being formed due to volcanic activities. Okay, because of the cooling of the lavas, right? Sedimentary, usually if you see the sedimentary rocks, it will be layered, it will be layered stuff. Okay, right? The whole of the Himalayas, the whole of the Himalayas are what contains what? That contains sedimentary rock. Okay, and metamorphic, when when the biological action that happens between, when the biological actions happens in igneous and sedimentary rocks, like weathering. Okay, let's say the deposition of some chemicals by some animals. Okay, when that happens, that is called metamorphic. Okay, granite, pumice, and potazite. All these three are your igneous rocks. They are formed due to the volcanic activity. That's why the correct answer over here will be gypsum. Okay, gypsum. Right. When you look at that gypsum, it looks like that. Uh, you know. mm, Lime salt. Okay, it will be in the kind of sheets. Okay, it will be like this. It will feel as if there are so many sheets of that. Okay, the correct answer to this question is gypsum. Which among the following part of the Indian Constitution deals with the directive principle of state policies? Okay, directive principle of state policies, it says to the state what out to. Okay, there are two stuff. One is fundamental rights and the another one is DPSP. Okay, fundamental rights can be contested in the court of law and DPSP cannot be contested in the court of law. These are the stuff it out to. Okay, these are the stuff wherein Mahatma Gandhi told to the Indian government during the time of independence that yeah, this is how it should function. And we were like, yeah sir, we respect you, so why not, we should have it. Okay, directive principle of state policy, right? So that was the basic story behind having this DPSP over here, and it is listed in the fourth part of the Indian Constitution, right? Both fundamental rights and DPSPs are very very important to you. Okay, right? For any given examination, right? In India, inflation is measured by uh, national income deflation. No. Consumer price index for agriculture workers. No. Okay, it's simply measured by consumer price index. Okay, wholesale price index number. No. Okay, basically inflation is measured by, let's say, consumer price index means, let's say, if you are able to buy 100 rupees of goods, let's say 5 kgs of sugar. Okay, so let's say in the month of August. Okay, so in the month of September, are you able to buy the same amount of sugar, or are you able to buy high amount of sugar or low amount of sugar? Okay, so that is called the that is the your consumer price index over there, right? So what is the kind of purchasing power uh, parity of the public out there on a monthly basis, right? So that is known as the consumer price index. You can remember it. All right, so let's get started with the reasoning questions. Okay, How many of you are here? Can I have some attendance? 4 of you. Who all are here? Who all are here? Yes. Devnathan, Dhanush, okay, Shruti is here. Anybody else? Devnathan is here. Sanjana, Diksha, anyone? Who are all here? Devnathan is here. Who else? Who else? All right. Let me just tell it to the guys. Okay. Where is that? Fine. Devnathan and Shruti. Right. Fine. Let's get going. Study the following information carefully and answer the given question. In the morning, Om started walking. Okay. And walked 9 meters in a certain way. Then he turned left and walked walked 10 meter. Then he turned left and walked 9 meters. Right. So this is the direction. This is the direction. This is the direction. Guys, all those of you are here. All those of you are here. You can write it. Okay. The answer. And now he is facing the south direction. Okay. Now he is facing the southern direction. So in which direction he started walking initially? So obviously he started walking in the northern direction, right? The answer to this question is north. The given Venn diagram, circle represents female, parallelogram represents male, and triangle represents teacher. Find the ratio of the males. Find the ratio of the males who are not teachers. Okay, only one male is not teacher. Is to, let's do it quickly, guys. Is to female teachers. How many female teachers? There are like 5 of them, right? So which one is correct? 1:5. Easy one. Find the difference between the sum of the numbers surrounded by one figure, okay, by one figure, and the sum of the numbers surrounded by two figures. Okay, right? So what are the numbers surrounded by one figures? There should be 4. This is 4, 9, 2, and this 3. If you look carefully, it only represents the triangle, right? So this is 9. This is how much? 18. Okay. This is 18 minus. Now we have to be very, very careful. What are the numbers? What are the numbers? What are the numbers which is surrounded by two figures? Okay. Is 4? No. 9? No. 2? No. Neither 3. 8 is surrounded by 3 figures. 7 is also surrounded by 3 figures. Then what are the numbers surrounded by 2 figures? 11, 12, over here 22, 22 plus 11, 33, right? So 33 numbers are there. Their difference is how much? 15, right? Yes, guys, answer this one. Three of you. One is me only. That means two of you. I want an answer. Three of you. Answer this one, guys. Shall I answer? What is the answer to this one, guys? All of you dropped off. Devanathan, there? Who is there? Two of you. Who are all here? Who are all here, guys? Who are all here? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. So in the previous question, yeah. Now is it audible? Now is it audible? Actually, that was on mute. I wanted to make a phone call. Yeah. Am I audible now? Right. In the previous one, the sum of these two, right? The sum of these two. Okay. Wanted to talk about that. And now in this one, in this particular one, how will you go ahead? First, write down the numbers 44, 11, 6, 2, and again 2, not R. Okay. First, write down the numbers. Okay. 2. Then R denotes multiplication. Okay. This is 4 plus 6 minus 4, which is not equal to 16. Right? So statement 1 is wrong. Statement 2, what is the statement 2? First write down the numbers 36, 3, 2, 2, 10. Okay, 36Q means this. Okay, then R means this, then P means plus, then S means minus. Okay, that means 12 into 2, 24 minus 8. Is it equal to 16? Yes, that is equal to 16. So the correct answer to this question will be only 2. Injury is to helmet, flood is to what? Okay. Cape, cape, cape is the this part, that pointed part, right? Cave, cave also everybody knows that what exactly is the cave, right? And estuary is the place wherein the meets river meets the ocean. Okay, or that is also known as the other word delta. Okay, levee, levee is like check dams. Okay, levee is like check dams which prevent flooding. Okay, which saves people from flooding. So the correct answer to this question will be levee. That is second option. Yeah. What are the words you can make? What are the words you can make? What are the words you can make from this? First, you have to rearrange. The first one can be arranged in March. The second one is November. The third one is August. And the last one is January. Okay. March will have 31 days. August also has 31 days. This one also has 31 days. November has only 30 days. So that means that is the odd one out. Okay. Now, this particular one, dot situation. Let's start with this particular dot, this particular dot. Okay, it represents and triangle and rectangle. There is no intersection of triangle and rectangle in C. That means C cannot be your answer, right? There can be triangle and rectangle. Yes, we can write over here. Triangle and rectangle. Yes, we can form over here. Triangle and rectangle. Yes, we can form over here. Right. Now this one. Circle and rectangle. Right. Circle and rectangle. You see D. There is no interaction between circle and rectangle. So D cannot be the answer. Right. Over here, circle and rectangle, we can represent it here. We can represent it here. Right? Isn't it? So, and now this particular point represents your circle as well as circle as well as arrow as well as the rectangle. Right? Circle, rectangle, and arrow. Can we have this over here? There is no intersection between arrow and circle. That means A also cannot be there. only this point will represent your circle, rectangle and arrow. So that means B is the correct answer. Yes guys, how will you rearrange this? The first one is prism, second one is cube, third one is square, and the last one is cone. Now tell me, six of you, those who are there, first square, cone. No, Devanathan, square. Square is the right one. This is a 3D prism. Cube is also a 3D. Square is 2D. It will only have length and breadth. Cone is also a 3D. Okay. Cone is also a 3D. Right? Yeah. I mean, you can represent it like this. Right? Cone will also have three-dimensional. Right? Its radius, its height, and its slant height. Right? So the odd one out over here will be square and not cone. Architect, architect does the building. Okay, architect does building. Then who works out with museum? Curator. Curator works out with the museum. The curator is responsible for collection, preservation, and also the you know showcasing of the the art pieces that has been collected. Okay, right. Let's move on to the next one. Ram walks 15 meter towards west. This is the point. 15 meters towards west and turn left and walks 5 meters. Turn left and walks 5 meters. Okay. Ram walks 15 meters. This is the O. This is the origin point. West means leftwards. 15 meter towards west and turns left, walks 5 meters and turns left, walks 4 meter and again turns left, walk 2 meters. Okay, and turns right and walks 7 meters and finally turns left and walks 3 meters. Right? Now this is 7, this is 4, this is 7. So over here will be how much? This will be 4, right? He is standing at this particular place. He is standing at this particular place. That means 4 is the answer. And he is facing which direction? He is facing this particular direction. That means northern direction. Okay. Guys, did you guys realize one particular stuff over here, that the mathematics questions were tough and the reasoning questions are easy? Okay, mathematics were tough and the reasoning are easy, right? We are able to do it in such a easy stuff. I already told you that, yeah, absolutely 4 is the answer. I already told you, right, that 4 hours is going to be taken over here. The pointed stuff is over here, the corners, so obviously it will be there in the corners. Okay, plus 3 marks. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next one. The figure which will come over here will be a mirror image of whatever we have over here, right? Anything that looks little dicey, this protruding stuff over here, this is gone. Okay, this is orientation itself is wrong. Over here we see this is this one, that means third one. These 3 will be the answer for this particular question, right? paper folding. This is what we call, right? Again, Ravish Kumar starts running facing towards south. Okay, he runs for 20 meters. Then he takes a left turn and runs for 30 meters. This is O, this is 30. Then again he takes left turn and runs for 70 meters. Then again he turns left and runs for 30 meter. What is the current position of Ravish with respect to the starting point? He is exactly at this point, right? He is exactly at this point. If this was origin, if he is at this point, he is at what position? He is at north, right? This from this to this O to A is 20, and this particular stuff, one moment, O A is 20, and this entire stuff is 70. That means this stuff is 50, where exactly he is stationed and this. So he is at what distance? He is in the northern position at 50 meters. Okay. So if mathematics has come out to be tough, the rest of it will be a little bit easy. Okay. 81, 9, 5, 15, 8, and 11. Everybody will do this question, guys. Okay, everybody. But you need to do it carefully that you don't turn plus 3 into minus 1. Okay, so please write down all of this. In an enthusiasm, people do mistake over here, right? D C D, D C D, D C D A, B means minus. Okay, that means this is 9 into 1 by 3 minus 3, right? That means 0. Please do not do any mistake in enthusiasm, right? 90 is D. This is a good one. This is a good one, guys. Yeah, in the next 10 minutes, we are finishing it off. Don't worry. This one. If you look at this, every from 3, it came here, here. It was supposed to be here, right? 3 was supposed to be here, but it's not here, right? And if you look at the other ones, let's say if you look at this at the rate sign, it moved here and from here, right? It was supposed to be over here at this, and from here it was supposed to move this, right, in the top right corner, isn't it? So that means the figure that is breaking this series, the figure that is breaking this series is this one. You see 3 and 3 standing at the same position, right? So this is the one which is the wrong in the given series. So which one? The second one is your answer. Yeah. Now there are some good food for thoughts for you. SAMPLE is written as RYJLGY, and Maple is written as LYMHZ. Then how will you write PEOPLE? Okay, how will you write that? The logic over here is RS. Okay, Y Z A J K L M. Okay, L M Y Z A plus 2, right? So 1 O P, right? O P. Then C D E, right? Now wait, O C. Where now O C we have? This is all we have, O C, right? Only the last one is different, L or Y. Okay, obviously we have to go back by 1 2 3 4 5 6. If we go back by 6 over here, we will reach Y. In no particular case we are going to reach L, right? Because L is what? L is ahead of E. So which means fourth is your answer. Okay. Yeah, guys. Pointing towards a woman, Reena said, "She is the only daughter of my father in law." Okay. What do you mean by my father in law? Like I'm a person. Okay. I will have a wife. Right. And okay. Pointing towards a woman, Reena said, okay. If Reena's father in law, that means this particular person's parent, right? They will have parent, one father. I'm donating it as a square, mother in a circle, right? Pointing towards a woman, Reena said, "She is the only daughter of my father in law." Okay, so Reena is over here, right? Their only daughter means what? Will be a girl, isn't it? And these two people are brothers and sister. That means Reena and this particular girl is what they are. The relation is how they are related. They are sister-in-law, right? Right, guys. Shivam is the son of the brother of Rani's mother. Okay, this one is a little tricky one. This one is a little tricky one, guys. I want you to think about this. Shivam is the son of brother of Rani's mother. Okay, so this is Rani. Rani will have a parent. Okay, right. Shivam is the son of the brother of Rani's mother. Okay, Shivam is the son of the brother of Rani's mother. Right? Over here we have Shivam. Anil is married to Arpana. Anil is married to Arpana, who is Anna's mother. Ritu and Anna are sisters of Shivam. Okay, if Ritu and Anna are sisters of Shivam, We will have Anil. We will have Arpana. How is Rani related to Ritu? Right? They are in the same generation. Sister-in-law, mother, sister, cousin. Right? Right? Who is there? Who is there? Knock, knock. Who is there? Who is there, guys? Teak is to pine. Lily is to lotus. Who is there? Teak is a tree. Pine is a tree. Lily is a flower. Lotus is also a flower. We cannot have for flower, tree or garden. Yes. Who is there? Devnathan. You there? Shruti Devnathan gone. Is anyone still there or gone? All gone. Okay. In a certain code language, honey, Honey, is written as XCKKC and liver is written as QCSEG. What all have attendance, please? 5 more questions, easy ones. Then flower will be written as how. Okay. The logic over here is +1, C +2, +3, +4, and likewise. Okay. PQR, CDE, right? So obviously we will have Q, right? C, D, E, then T, U, V, W, right? So these two gone on to a toss. Now we need to decide whether we are going to have L or K. Okay. T, U, V. There's like gap of 3. We'll need to have 3 of them. K, L, M, and O. Right. So what will come over here? K. Right. So from this we can decide QCT, KG, Z. Right. Let's move on to the question number 96. What do you think about question number 96? Who is there? 3 of you. 1 is me, 2 of you. Who is that? 97. 4 more questions. Easy, easy ones. We'll finish off. Stick around. Okay. What is the logic over here? What is the logic over here, guys? Okay. If we select these two and multiply them, and by this number. Do we get this number? If you select these two, multiply them, divide by this number, do we get this number? If you select these two, multiply them, divide by what? Should we get this number? So what is equal to how much? 6, right? So the correct answer is 97, 4. 96, 97, 98. Three more questions, guys. Arrow and rectangle. Okay. Triangle and rectangle. Right. There is this particular dot, triangle and rectangle. If we see, look carefully, there is no interaction between triangle and rectangle. Same here, no interaction between triangle and rectangle. Right? Isn't it? And over here, triangle and rectangle. Yes. Then star and triangle. No interaction between star and triangle. Right? So this is also gone. But still check. Triangle and rectangle. Triangle and rectangle can be put in over here. Right? Rectangle and arrow we can put over here. Star and triangle we can put over here. So C, first one is your answer. One more mistake aspirants do over here is that C, that means they will tick C, but then they won't look at the option number C has been illustrated in option number 1. I mean the answer C is illustrated in option number 1, okay, and not 3. Next in the series, easy one. Triangle is moving right hand side, okay, clockwise, and this dot is moving left hand side, right? So from here it came here, now it will come here, right? So these two gone on to a toss already, right? Now if you look more closely, this arrow has changed its direction. In this one, this particular arrow has changed its direction, right? And in this particular one, it has changed its direction. So in the answer figure 1, 2, 3, 4, this particular one alone will change its direction, right? So that means up, down, up, right? So this one also gone. Second one is your answer, right? Up, down, up, and then this one will change its direction from this to this, and this one will remain as it is. You guys, let's find out the odd one out. Last one, 4 of you. I want answers from you. I'm not solving this one. Get me the answer. Take 2 minutes of your time and get me the answer. We are denoting actions. Yes, what is the answer, guys? Think about it. 3 of you. Who and all here? Who all are here? Who all are here, guys? All gone? Okay, fine. Let me help you. This is breath.